Hi everyone, it's Cecetheemystic and I'm back with another video. As you see by the title, this reading is for December 16th, 2022. As always, we're going to pull the general energies for the day. We're going to clarify with the tarot and we're going to pull some oracle cards for advice. As always, for my new viewers and subscribers, welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss out on another video, because I know you're going to love it here. So, yeah. Anyway, for my return viewers and subscribers, thanks for coming back to watch another one of my videos. I really appreciate all of y'all's continuous support. If you haven't already, check out the description box below. It has all my information to my channels, my social media accounts, and ways to donate to the channel. Also at this time, I do not offer personal readings, but like I said, if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you will be notified once I do decide to offer personal readings, and I drop the website for that and everything like that. So I actually started this reading. But it was a lot going on. Right now I am not alone in my house, so it's kind of hard sometimes recording these readings and not having interruptions. So we had to do this for a second time. So I've already pulled the general energies for the day, for this day and everything, but I'm going to just go back over it, let y'all know what's going on, and then I'm going to give y'all the spill on it, because this day is a doozy, and yeah, this day is kind of a lot. So anyway, for December 16th, the energies of the day, in the area of finance, it was avoid money schemes. And the cards at the bottom of the deck was stolen ideas. And it says, be careful who you trust. And then behind that, it said, this situation is all bad. So that was those cards. Then what came out in the area of love was soulmate. And it says, yes, this is your soulmate. And at the bottom of the deck with that, it said finances and careers. And it says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So, yeah. Anyway, from the Kipper, it was imprisonment. And the bottom of the deck with that was occupation. And then the card from the tarot for the general energies was the moon in reverse. And the bottom of the deck with that was the Four of Wands. So for y'all that know tarot and that read cards yourself, it's a iffy vibe. Like, honestly, when I first pulled like the soulmate and stuff like that, and especially when I seen the bottom of the deck, when it said that yes, this is your soulmate, it kind of gave me this vibe of this might be a karmic in your life. And you might have a very strong connection with this person, and you might really feel like, oh my gosh, this person is head over heels, like dreamy and everything. However, for it, something about this, yes, this is your soulmate, gives me this vibe. And with the oracle cards, I usually don't pull them in the I don't take them in the reversal and stuff like that, but I just go with the energies. But that is definitely giving me a vibe of a karmic. And for those that know, karmics can be very strong, like relationships, strong bonds and everything like that. Like maybe this person may have come in and you might have thought this was your soulmate and stuff, but the thing with karmics is they're here to teach you lessons. And it all depends. Like, karmic lessons can be good or bad. However, usually it's associated. Dharma is usually like the good karma, and karmics are like the bad. So in this situation, I do get this vibe that the soulmate energy is not as like peachy keen and happy-go-lucky butterflies and rainbows as what is coming out usually if I would have read this in any other reading and stuff, especially with this Four of Wands showing up in the reverse. That's usually like a sign of like divorce or like instability within a relationship or just in general. But I'm picking up this energy that maybe this might have seemed like the relationship of your dreams. Maybe you might have even gone to the point of marrying this person and stuff like that. But it's almost giving this vibe of like things are falling apart. And I definitely do see that finances, work, business, and finances is a huge issue in this relationship, and it's kind of rocking the boat on all the aspects of your life. And that can definitely, we all know, like when one area is out of balance, it can literally make a ripple effect through other areas. So what I'm getting and that's just like yeah, it sucks. But yeah, so I do feel like the person who may be the problem in this relationship, and of course, take what resonates, as always, take what resonates and flip the energies around as needed. But the person in this problem, or in this situation that might be the problem, is your relationship with this person that's quote unquote soulmates, which I get is more of a karmic. So we're just going to call them the karmic in this situation. Is causing issues in your finances, in your job, in your thing. And with the imprisonment card showing up, I really hope that it's giving me this vibe that maybe a person has been in, they might have stolen your ideas and stuff. They might have stolen your ideas, or you need to just watch out who you tell. And because this energy could be, of course, I pull them for the day, but this energy is fluid, so it can resonate. Maybe it might not resonate with you like right now, but it could later. Hopefully it doesn't. But anyway, I feel like this is something where if you've been talking to somebody that you might have been pillow talking with and everything like that, and you've been telling them a lot of stuff, you might need to dial it back and stuff, especially if you resonate with you and your partner being in a situation where the finances ain't right. You might need to dial back, telling people your goals, telling people your things that you have going on, telling people the thing. Like, you don't need to be running your mouth. One thing about it is, when you're in the phase of manifesting something, you definitely only need to tell, if you even tell anybody. Because honestly, I was about to say, don't tell nobody. But if you do tell people, you need to tell people that you truly and genuinely know have your greater good and the best interest at heart. Don't go, if you already have like the people that you kind of feel like this little like weird vibe with, you don't need to be telling them nothing that you actually care about. Like nothing that if you are going to continue to, because of course we know like sometimes it can be family, business, coworkers. It might be people that you can't necessarily just completely cut out your life and stuff. But if you going to tell them stuff, tell them the bare minimum basics. Honestly, sometimes with people like that, if they're in my life and I know I have to deal with them, I would be lying. I don't even be telling them the real truth. Like they don't even know who I am. Like, and different things. And you just got to do that to keep yourself, like keep people at, you know, who you can and can't tell stuff. So don't feel bad, because people are out here trying to take from your cookie jar. Like right here, you can see this person, your idea is being transferred into somebody. You're the one with the idea. You're the one with the idea, and definitely in business, especially if you're working in like the corporate or different things like that. There's a lot of times where people will hear what you got to say. Like you might have to tell your supervisor something and then it goes to the boss. There's been times where the supervisor or the person ahead of you will try and take your idea and run it off as your own and stuff. That's why I always had a weird vibe about like supervisors and having, if you have an idea, you got to tell your supervisor, and there's all these different levels of people you got to say. I'm the type of person, I'm going to go directly to the source, because you're going to know I'm the one that came up with it. I'm not going to have to tell Sally Sue that got a little title above me and then they got to go and tell. Nah, I never really vibe with that kind of energy personally and stuff. So I do feel like somebody around you may be trying to steal your energy, steal your vibes, steal your ideas or whatever like that. And then they might, if somebody is coming around talking about, oh, I got this perfect idea that's going to get us some money. No, even if it is your soulmate. No, because I feel like, or the person that you feel like is your soulmate right now and y'all are pillow talky and everything like that and stuff. No, it's not going to come out right. Your karma is going to be thrown off, and somebody might end up behind bars and in jail behind it and stuff. But I do feel like this might have something to do with work. Maybe you're in business with somebody that you are in a relationship as well and stuff. But I do feel like this, whatever is going on, this situation could face jail time and stuff. If somebody is up here, especially if you have something, make sure that if you are in business yourself and stuff, make sure you have your business set up correctly, proper trademarks, proper like copyrights on your stuff and everything like that. I'm moving into this era, like as you see even with my videos, I watermark my stuff and everything. Of course there are people that can get around that and they'll try to, but do what you can to make sure that your intellectual property is known to be yours and stuff. And stop telling everybody, stop talking too much and stuff. And this is something that I personally have to like listen to and stuff and everything, because I'm the one, I get very excited about things that I'm passionate about or things that I want to do. And I used to be real running off at the mouth, letting everybody know everything and stuff. But no, now there are sometimes I will purposely and intentionally lie just to see, when I'm testing out or I'm trying to see, is this person really for me? And so I'll intentionally lie about something that's little, that really ain't even nothing for real and stuff, as a way to see how do they take it and stuff. Especially, and I don't do this with everybody and stuff, but when I'm trying to see, is this person really for me, I'll kind of say some junk and see. And I've had times where that same thing that I said or that same thing ended up showing up in a way where I'm like, yeah, I already see the vibe. I can't talk to you no more. And stuff. I can't talk to you. I can't tell you nothing no more. And stuff, because I see how things ride when you do it. I notice what you do when I do it and stuff. And yeah, so sometimes you got to do that. And that's just to keep your own self safe. But usually I always say, because I don't even do too much of that no more, but usually if you in that vibe where you feel like you got to do something like that, is that really a person you want to have around you? If you have to kind of test them out and all this other stuff, like you got to vet everybody and stuff that come into your energy, because at the end of the day, you don't need to just let anybody in. And this ain't just a place for, like, this ain't just, not to say homeless shelter, but this ain't a place where people can't just come into my energy and come into my stuff any old kind of way and just think, oh yeah, I can come and live here now. No, you got to earn your keep over here and stuff like that. So do what you got to do, but just watch who you talk to. With this moon in reverse that's showing up, sometimes this card gives me a vibe of you've seen what you needed to see, but you're not really wanting to move on it. And with this Four of Wands especially showing up, I do feel like you know that this might be something that you're supposed to remove yourself from. It's no longer in balance anymore. Like the foundation, the quote unquote foundation of whatever you thought was built has fallen, and you need to get to this place. And it's giving me Tower energy. I'm surprised that haven't come out yet, but we still got to pull the tarot so for clarification. But it's giving me a Tower vibe and stuff. Like there's a path that you need to go on, but you're not necessarily wanting to go, and it does not involve this person. I do get this vibe for the moon in reverse. Like this is a solo dolo path. This is a path where you don't need to take everybody with you and stuff, because I feel like you're about to go on your own thing. But at the same time, you have to understand that not everybody can go with you where you're supposed to go. So if this person is somebody that you resonate with, y'all having issues, and this person might be coming with some money schemes or doing some illegal stuff and everything, you need to slide up out of there, because I really feel like this could cause like a tower, a super, like a really bad tower if you don't. And it's, wow, y'all. Bottom of the deck on the clarification card is the moon in reverse. Like literally, like this is double confirmation for me that you need to slide up out of there. If you think you scared about something and stuff like that now and stuff, if you're trying to ignore your intuition, if something is being revealed to you and stuff, but you might not because that's another thing too with the moon. I feel like this is something being revealed. I feel like with the moon in reverse, like you haven't seen all that you need to see yet, but you've seen enough to know that this is not it. Like the foundation is broken. And I feel like you're not going to know how bad it's going to get. But do you really want to find out how bad it can get by staying there and not just going on your own path? And so I do feel like Spirit ain't going to tell you, it ain't going to show you how bad this situation can get. But do you really want to be up with somebody else's karma and stuff? Especially if you know like your intentions have been good and you're the one who's kind of being used in this situation and stuff. You don't need to stay there. The situation, this is what Spirit letting you know. The situation is bad, all bad. So you might as well just slide up out of there. You don't need to stay, and you don't need to yell. You might have felt like this was your soulmate and stuff like that. And you might have felt, but at the same time, there's all different types. What did I say, y'all? I said this card literally just flew out the deck. I literally said the Tower. I'm so surprised that the Tower hasn't come out. Like y'all seen it. If you didn't see it, rewind. Like rewind. I said that and stuff. The Tower is showing up, and it's crazy because I also see the Six of Swords. Like you need to move away from this situation. And look, the Justice. So I do feel like there's going to be something coming out where the legal system is going to get involved and stuff like that. The legal system is definitely showing its face. It's going to get involved in this situation. because there might be a bigger scheme to this. You might not know. Like I said, with the moon in reverse, you don't know everything and stuff that's going on in this situation. And so you don't know how deep this stuff goes. You don't know how bad of a thing, like you don't know how bad this situation is, and you're not gonna know. But you're not supposed to stay there. You're supposed to get up out of Dodge, slide from these rough waters, and move to the, what's it called, move to calmer waters before you get the shake up, because the shake up is coming. Whatever's been going on in the back burner is coming. Like whatever has been done in the dark and stuff, like this to me is still in the dark. It's about, things is about to change up. Like the tower is about to fall. People are about to, things are about to come up where it's no longer going to be like, oh yeah, whatever little scheme they were doing in the back burner, that ain't going to keep happening. Like literally after all that shuffling, the moon in reverse is still there. So don't sit up here and wait till things go and get real bad. You holding yourself back. I'm looking at all of this. You holding yourself back with this 8 of Swords. And this 8 of Swords have been coming out in multiple readings. If you've been following along, it's been out for the past 2 days. It keeps showing up. So it's like, don't hold yourself back because you can't see everything. You can't see everything. And I feel like you're purposely being blindfolded. Wow, this message just got really deep. Okay, you're purposely being blindfolded. I feel like Spirit is purposely blindfolding you so you aren't going to be involved in whatever is going on. So you won't be all tied up in this situation. You don't know everything. So it's like you can't necessarily do anything to really influence the situation. You can't really, I feel like you're kind of being protected, but at the same time, it's like, this is only tissue paper. If you move too much and you try and get out too much and you try and see what's going on, you're going to be put in a situation where you won't be able to unsee it. And then you'll be a part of the situation. I feel like somebody in this situation you don't know what's going on. So it's kind of protecting you. You're kind of being saved by that. So if you did get in a situation where you have to, like, the court has to like come in and and somebody goes to jail or something, when it comes to testify, you really won't have nothing to say for real, because of the fact that you didn't know what was going on. So I do feel like you need to go ahead and slide and stuff like that, so you'll be kind of still in this energy of being like protected from that negative energy and all that other stuff and everything. But that's so crazy how that came out. But I do feel like this might be somebody that you feel is like kind of closer, or you might be real close to them, or if it isn't like love or something, it might be somebody that you really have like some sort of strong soul connection with and stuff. But that just because y'all close, or y'all might have grew up together, you might have came from the same background or whatever, don't mean they have the best intentions and stuff like that. But we're gonna pull some oracle cards. That's crazy. This whole thing was so crazy to me. And even if I'm also getting this thing, like, even if it isn't really jail time, I just feel like you're going to be locked up in some karma if you stay. Like, you're going to be held back if you stay. Like, you're going to get, like, whatever energy they're getting, whatever vibe, like, whatever reciprocity or whatever, like, the justice is going to fall. The tower is going to fall. The justice is going to come through. But what side are you going to be on? What side are you going to be on? Are you going to be on the side where you're able to move forward? Or are you going to be in this, like, swept up in this negative space and negative energy and everything like that? Wow. Okay, so it says, ask your angels. And at the bottom, it says, listen to your intuition. Hopefully, y'all didn't hear my stomach growling. But I feel like with this, it's just pretty much saying that you need to pay attention to your intuition. Like, you're in a place where you know it's time to slide. You know the foundation is rocky. You know this situation is all bad. You know that I feel like this is more of a thing where you're feeling the energy more so than you're actually seeing. Like, you know something's up, but you don't need to be the one that's trying to see everything. I feel like somebody is trying to be really nosy on a situation they don't need to be nosy about. And so if you have that feeling and you're like, what should you do? Where should you go? It's like, listen to your intuition. But if you haven't really got the vibe, the intuition yet, or whatever, you feel like you haven't necessarily got that message yet, go ahead and just meditate, see what comes up, do whatever you have to do to connect with your higher guidance and everything like that, and just see what the messages is. But it's like, if you have that nudge, if you've been kind of in this position where the message has been said, go ahead and do what you got to do to get up out of there. Don't just stay around and get caught up and everything like that. Okay, so it says the ever unfolding rose cracked open is happening for you, not to. Yeah, it's happening for you, not to you. So I feel like with this, I feel like this is just saying, like, you're entering in a phase, or you're in this, just in general, when you're born, the story, whatever story your life is supposed to have, is constantly opening and unfolding. There's good parts, there's bad parts, there's things that's great, whatever like that. So I just feel like this might be a situation where you're like, dang, this is a lot going on, and like, oh, I'm in this spot where things seem to be falling apart, and how did I get here and stuff. I just feel like this is just another page, another chapter to your book. So you just got to keep on going with the situation. Yeah, this might not be the greatest point or the greatest moment in your life, and you might not be feeling that great about it, and you might be like, dang, like, how do I really feel like somebody is going to be like, how did I get here? And stuff, especially once things start to be revealed to you, and you done got up out of Dodge, and now you finding out like, wow, this was a whole, like, people were like laundering money. Not to say it's that, but you're gonna find out like later that there was a big like scheme that was going on behind the scenes that you didn't even know that you were not involved in, but you were kind of like you were in that situation, and you might have not been doing anything or whatever like that. But this might just be a chapter where it's like, wow, that was crazy. Now we're flipping the next page, and we're starting the next part of our journey and everything like that. We're not staying in that energy like, dang, this was a lot. We're just moving forward. Understand that this is a lesson learned. You're gonna learn things from this moment, and you're gonna be able to move forward, and you're gonna just go on to the next part of your life, and at least this will be lessons for the next stage and stuff. So at the bottom of the deck, it says play, and it says have fun, celebrate, don't be too serious. So I just feel like this is just kind of like, and take a break is at the bottom. So this is just kind of a vibe where it's just like, just take some time to take a break. This might just be a moment where you're really going to need to take a vacation, and I feel like you just need to go ahead and slide and do that. Like, just recharge your batteries and stuff like that. Like, this was a crazy moment, but take some time to recharge your batteries, and then you'll be able to get back on. It says on the take a break card, it says life's work, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill sometimes. So just take time to get off that treadmill of life. You went through a big crazy moment. Now just take a break and take some time to just celebrate that you're out of there and everything like that, and just, yeah, take some time to recharge. So anyway, this is your reading for December 16th, 2022. It was a wild ride, but we made it through and everything. If you got something from this video, let me know in the comments below. But with that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.